Book of Heaven, Volume 36, August 15th, 1938. The Feast of the Assumption is the most beautiful feast, the most sublime, the feast of the divine will operating in the celestial queen. While my mind was swimming in the sea of the divine volition, I paused in the act in which my mama and queen was assumed into heaven. How many wonders, how many surprises of love, such that one remains enraptured. And my sweet Jesus, as though feeling the need to speak about his celestial mother, all festive told me,
"My blessed daughter, today is the Feast of the Assumption. This is the most beautiful feast, the most sublime, the greatest, in which we remain glorified, loved, and honored the most. Heaven and earth are invested with an unusual joy, never before felt. The angels and the saints feel invested with seas of new joys and new happiness, and they praise with new canticles the sovereign queen who, with her empire, rules over all and gives joy to all. Today is the Feast of Feasts, the unique one, the new one, which was never repeated again. Today, the day of the Assumption, celebrated for the first time the divine will operating in the Sovereign Lady. The marvels are enchanting. In each of her smallest acts, even in her breath, in her motion, many divine lives of ours appear, flowing in her acts like many kings, inundating her, surrounding her, embellishing her more than refulgent suns, and rendering her so beautiful as to form the enchantment of the celestial regions. Do you think it is trivial that each one of her breaths, motions, works, and pains were filled with many of our divine lives? This is precisely the great prodigy of the operating of my will in the creature, to form a divine life for each time it entered into the motion and acts of the creature. And since my fiat possesses the virtue of bilocation and repetition, doing again and again without ceasing everything it does, so the great lady still feels these divine lives being multiplied within her, which do nothing other than further extend her seas of love, of beauty, of power, of infinite wisdom. You must know that our divine lives that she possesses are so great and so many, as well as the multiplicity of her acts, that upon entering heaven they populated all the celestial regions, and unable to contain them, they filled the whole creation. So there is no place where her seas of love and power do not flow, along with the many of our lives of which she is possessor and queen. We can say that she dominates us and we dominate her, and by pouring herself into our immensity, power, and love, she populated all our attributes with her acts and with the many of our divine lives which she had conquered. Therefore, everywhere and from every place we feel ourselves being loved and glorified, inside and outside of ourselves, from within the created things, in the most remote hiding places, by this celestial creature and by those very divine lives of ours which our fiat formed in her. O power of our will! You alone can do so many prodigies, to the point of creating so many lives of ours in the creature who lets you dominate, to make us loved and glorified as we deserve and want. This is why she can give her God to all, because she possesses him. Even more, when she sees a creature disposed to receive our life without losing one of our divine lives, she has the virtue of reproducing from within our life that she possesses yet another of our divine lives to give to whomever wants to receive us. This Virgin Queen is a continuous prodigy. What she did on earth, she continues in heaven. In fact, when our will operates, both in the creature and within ourselves, that act never ends, and while it remains in the creature, it can be given to all. Does the sun perhaps cease to give its light because it has given so much of it to the human generations? Not at all. While it has given much, it is always rich in its light without losing even a drop of light. Therefore, the glory of this sovereign queen is insuperable, because she possesses our will operating, which has the virtue of forming in the creature eternal and infinite acts. She loves us always and unceasingly with our lives which she possesses. She loves us with our own love. She loves us everywhere and in every place. Her love fills heaven and earth and runs to pour itself inside our divine womb, and we love her so much that we cannot be without loving her. And while she loves us, she loves all and makes us love all. Who can resist her, not giving her what she wants? Besides, it is our own will that asks for what she wants, binding us everywhere with its eternal bonds so that we can refuse her nothing. This is why the Feast of the Assumption is the most beautiful one. It is the feast of my will, operating in this great lady, making her so rich and beautiful that the heavens cannot contain her. Even the angels remain mute and don't know how to describe what my will does in the creature.
After this, my mind remained stupefied in thinking about the great prodigies that the divine fiat worked and continues to work in the celestial queen. And my beloved Jesus added,
My daughter, her beauty is unreachable. It enchants, it charms, it conquers. Her love is such that she offers herself to all, loves all, and leaves seas of love behind her. She can be called Queen of Love, Conqueror of Love, because she loved so much that by way of love she conquered her God. You must know that by doing his will, man broke the bonds with his Creator and with all created things. But this celestial queen, by the power of our fiat which she possessed, bound her Creator to the creatures. She bound all beings together, united them, reordered them again, and with her love she gave new life to the human generations. Her love was so great that she covered and hid inside of it, in her seas of love, the weaknesses, the evils, the sins, and the creatures themselves. Oh, if this Holy Virgin did not possess so much love, it would be difficult for us to look at the earth. But her love not only makes us look at it, we want to give our will reigning in their midst, because this is what she wants. She wants to give to her children what she possesses, and by way of love, she will conquer us and her children.
Fiat,